What do you have?
Bought some presents for you. Here's a little beanie because it's getting cold.
Oh, thank you so much.
And here's a little rugby shirt because I know you don't have one in your closet.
I don't.
And here's another little casual shirt. These are things from my football team in Australia.
I'm going to wear this. I'm not sure what show, but I'll wear the entire outfit. I thank you for that.
I'll make a note. Send Ellen some shorts.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't think of that.
Yeah.
No.
And the red and green striped socks, too.
Yeah. No, don't send any shorts. That way people will watch and they'll...
And we can keep this going for years.
That's right, exactly.
You know? Next week, the shorts should arrive.
Just the shorts and not the top. Have you been... Yes! Now, Russell, have you been watching... what do you think, cats or dogs? Are you a person
Well, see, now I realise that you're trying to align this sort of animal choice with the politics, right? But in terms of a choice between cats and dogs, I'll take horses.
Really?
Yeah, it's horses or cows. I've got 2 dogs, and I've got a cat. The cat I actually found while I was on a bike ride through the national forest that's near my place, and I was with all these big tough boxer blokes from Cinderella Man, and it was like a 40-kilometre bike ride. It was pretty heavy, but I could just hear something coming out of the bush, so I stopped. I got off the bike, and they all thought I was crazy, and I stepped into the bush by about 5 or 6 metres, and there was this tiny, weeny little pussycat, you know, just freshly thrown out of the back of a car, most likely, right? So it was one of these weird things that my mother, ever since I bought the farm, has been going, darling, I really would like to have a cat here. And I've been saying, the native birds are far more important than having a cat around, you know? And there it was, God saying, you listen to your mother. Yeah. You do what your mother wants. So there it was, you know, we've got this cat, we call it Cinders because I was doing Cinderella Man. And it was so funny because I came out of the bush and I've got, look, I've got this cat. And I went to pass it off to one guy who had actually represented Canada in the Olympics as a heavyweight boxer. And he was like, what am I supposed to do with that? I was like, mate, it's just a cat. Calm down. Anyway, so, yeah, but on top of the cats and the dogs, I also have, you know, about a dozen chickens. And I've got 3 horses and I've got 600 cows. So,
wow. I have 6 cows.
You do?
Yeah.
And what sort of cows?
Just cows.
Right. Oh, moo cows.
Yeah, what do you have?
Right, I've got Black Angus.
Oh, no, mine are the, look, everybody's like, I'm hungry. So you're not gonna, you say cows and horses, you're not gonna vote? You don't have to,
no,
I agree with you.
I don't want to because I'll get home and, like, they'll get sullen looks from them and stuff, you know?
Yeah.
So they'll kind of think this is quite Solomonish of me to have made the choice that I made.
Yeah.
What's
Wow.
that fella doing over
I don't
there?
know, I think we have we have to go to break, but we're having some votes come in. I don't know what's happening. The votes are coming in on the favorite pet name. This is breaking news. Let's go to Danny Ceballos at the cat headquarters.
That's right, Ellen. The first election results are in, and this is on favorite cat name and dog name. Apparently, Ginger is the most popular cat name, and Rex is the most popular dog name. Now, I'm a little surprised, I got to say, about Ginger and not Socks. As you know, many cats have leg fur that makes them look like they are, in fact, wearing socks. It's adorable. I'm very shocked. Back to you, Ellen.
All right, Karen, what's the response over at dog headquarters?
That's right, Ellen. Well, we don't exactly share that same viewpoint as the cats do over here at dog headquarters. The prevailing attitude with dogs today is, if you're calling my name and you have a treat in your hand, I don't care what my name is, I'm gonna be there. It's just one more reason why people love dogs. Back to you, Ellen.
Yeah. Cinders is your cat's name. What are your dog's names? You have Cinders as the cat.
Yeah, Lucy and Chasen.
I had a dog named Lucy.
Did you?
Yes.
Cool.
And Chasen, because it chases things?
Well, no, because when I got the dog, it was like a highly trained cattle dog, and its name was Jason. And I'm not trying to offend any Jasons that are out there, but I just didn't think it really suited him as a name to have a sort of a human name. And I was staying near Beverly Hills near the restaurant when it was there, Chasen's. And I went, if I call him that, he won't know the difference, right?
Right.
I mean, if he's over a bit of period of time, he'll just get used to it and think, hey. You know?
Jason, Chasen.
Yeah,
He'll just
same
think
thing,
that you can't
rhymes.
pronounce his name.
Yeah, exactly. You know?
That's right.
And as the relationship increases, he'll forgive me and we'll be fine.
Right.
Yes.
And
However, he went from being a highly trained dog who did everything you asked him to being a completely lazy bastard who never does anything. So maybe that's where my theory falls to the ground.
Well, maybe he thinks you don't notice that, so you'll notice nothing else.
Yes.
I think. All right, we have to take a break. We'll be right back after this. Russell Crowe in a good year. And you're so good in this. Now, that must have been beautiful to shoot there also.
Oh, mate, it was very painful going to Provence in France for 3.5 months, taking the wife and kid, you know, in the middle of a summer, going through to autumn with the leaves turning and the grapes being harvested. It was shocking.
Horrible life.
Somebody had to do it, and I just thought, well, I'll take the hit.
Yeah. That was
It was
just
magnificent. This place is just gorgeous, the Luberon Valley. And I was very lucky to stay in a village perche and have this amazing view of the valley and see it waking up every morning and see the leaves change over time. And it's incredibly intensively farmed, but in a very French way. You know, one moment there's lots of grapes everywhere, and the next moment they're not there, but you haven't actually seen anybody sweat or work. You know, they've just been casually getting on with their day and actually getting things done.
It's beautifully shot, and you're fantastic in it, as you are in every single thing that I see you in. And how is Nicole doing? I know that you're friends with Nicole Kidman. How's she doing?
She went and saw Charlie recently when he was in, my son Charlie's 2 years and 10 months.
Yeah, you have two now.
I have two, Charlie and Tennyson. Yeah.
And how old is Tennyson?
Tennyson's 16 weeks. And he's powering along. This morning he gave me just the cutest little smile. And he recognises me separate from my wife because of the colour of my hair. So he's sort of getting to this thing where he gets two fistfuls of it, and you're like, right, that's Dad, you know. So my wife actually, when she came up with the name, because I think it's a beautiful name, but she had, you know, a number of choices beforehand that I would enthusiastically embrace because I thought that was the one she'd chosen, and only for a few weeks later for her to say, absolutely not, I'd never call my son that. I'd go, yes, right, darling, yes, you're right, terrible name. You know, and this kept going on, then she came up with Tennyson, and she knows that I'm quite concerned, you know, in terms of the origin of the name or what it means and everything. And I can't remember exactly what she said, but when I said to her, so Tennyson, okay, that's a pretty good idea. What does that mean? And she said, oh, it means second-born son of the wise and generous father. And I went, really? And she went, no, it actually means son of Dennis. And I went, oh, okay. But there was a certain beauty to it, and then after we'd sort of started playing with that name, we found out that she actually had an Uncle Tennyson about a couple of generations ago.
Wow,
so,
didn't even know it.
Didn't even know it. So it's a family name. So, and both boys have the same middle name, Spencer, which is her family name.
Well, congratulations. That's cute. A little 16-week-old baby. That's got to be fun.
He's gorgeous. But Charlie, you know, we just had Halloween, and Charlie elected to be a pumpkin, because we don't do Halloween in Australia, you know, so it was all sort of brand new for him and everything, but he got into the whole making the pumpkin, and then he was told he could dress up, so we gave him all the myriad of choices, but he wanted to be a vegetable. So Daddy did the makeup and Mum did the treats, right? Now, I know you're going to go, oh, this is not much of a Halloween and all that sort of stuff, but, you know, he is only 2 years and 10 months, and there's plenty of time for ice creams and other sort of rubbishy candy and stuff later. So my wife organised all the treats. So whatever door he was going to knock on, they were given, this is what you give Charlie, right? So he got all these wonderful things. He got magic radishes, he got carrot sticks, he got rice crackers, he got snow peas, you know? And he brought all these treats home, and miraculously, with the addition of a bit of chicken, it was a wonderful dinner. And it covered all the food groups. But he did get one piece of Toblerone. And that was his first experience with that much chocolate. I mean, we give him what we call baby chino, right? So it's just warm milk with a bit of chocolate powder on top, no coffee in it, right? So when we go to a cafe, Daddy will have a cappuccino, Mum has a green tea, and Charlie has a baby chino, and he's quite fond of that.
Baby chino.
His experience with chocolate is not that direct, certainly not as full-on as a full piece of Toblerone is going to be. And so he was eating that thing, and there was just like little jets of joy shooting out of his eyes. And about 2 hours later, when we're trying to put him to bed, you know, woo! It's like, so what was the favourite part of your day, baby? And he's going, chocolate. Chocolate. He's still trying to get it all up in here.
Wow.
And he was
A little addict.
He was going crazy. Yeah, the thing is, you know, both his mother and I have a serious chocolate addiction going on, so we know this is our child, definitely.
Yeah.
You know.
That's so funny. Well, he was here, wasn't he here with you last time?
Yes, he was.
And he wanted the underwear, I think, or he liked the underwear. But what we did is, because we wanted to give Charlie some little baby
Cool.
Ellen underwear. And then for Tennyson, there's a little diaper.
Oh, cool.
So,
Eject!
Yeah. So hopefully they enjoy those, and you know, we'll get you yours. And